Welcome to Los Angeles English School YouTube channel. My name's Helen, and in today's video I've decided to be talking about linking devices. And the reason I've decided to be talking about linking devices today is that my students often struggle with fluency in speaking and coherence and cohesion in writing. And I think for those of you who are going to take IELTS or TOEFL, to have a look at this linking devices will be very useful. And we're going to have a little practice today. So here we have an essay, and here we have the question. It is generally accepted that smoking causes the deaths of large numbers of people. In order to address this problem, government should ban smoking in public places. To what extent do you agree or disagree with this statement? So here we have a task, and this is a short essay. Today in this video we are not going to be talking about the writing, how to write an essay. So today we're going to only take a look at how to use these words. I mean the linking expressions. So I give you 1 minute and I want you to take a look at this little essay, and here you have an exercise to choose the best option. So just take a moment and decide what you are going to use. Alright, so now we're going to check how you did. And the first paragraph here this is the introduction, starts, many people think that the best way to reduce deaths from smoking is to ban smoking in public places. And we have the answer here. However, it is not as simple as that. There are several reasons why I do not consider this approach to be suitable. So the next paragraph, which is the body paragraph, starts with the sentence, alternatively, or firstly, banning activities often increases their popularity by making them seem more exciting. So since we start our first body paragraph, the correct option would be firstly. So firstly, banning activities often increases their popularity by making them seem more exciting. So the next sentence, furthermore, or in contrast, most smoking takes place in the privacy of people's homes and would therefore, or nevertheless, not to be affected by the ban. So since we continue our thought, the correct answer would be furthermore. So because in the previous sentence we said first, and then we're going to talk about the next thing. So furthermore, most smoking takes place in the privacy of people's homes and would therefore not be affected by the ban. So, and that's why it's not going to be affected by the ban. So the next, thirdly, similarly, a ban on smoking would make extra demands on the police. So this is our third idea. We have firstly, furthermore, and then thirdly. Thirdly, a ban on smoking would make extra demands on the police. So let's go on to the next part, which is the second body paragraph. Although, or despite the ideas behind banning smoking in public places are good, an alternative approach needs to be taken, in my opinion. So, although or despite. So the correct answer here is although. So, despite is very similar to although, but the difference is that if you, for example, wanted to use despite here, you would need also the construction as the fact as. So, for example, you could say, despite the fact that the ideas behind banning smoking in public places are good, so but we don't have those words here. So although the ideas behind banning smoking in public places are good, an alternative approach needs to be taken, in my opinion. So schools should lead the way in discussing the harmful effects of smoking, not only on the smokers themselves, but on others around them. So in addition, or consequently, parents need to support these efforts by encouraging their children to understand the negative aspects of smoking. So here the correct answer would be in addition, because we were talking about schools. Now we're going to talk about parents. So also, not only schools, but also parents need to support their efforts, these efforts. So in addition, parents need to support these efforts by encouraging their children to understand the negative aspects of smoking. And in our conclusion, if we adopted these measures, I believe fewer people would take up smoking as a result, or moreover. So the answer here should be as a result. So because it would happen as a result. So if we adopted these measures, I believe fewer people would take up smoking as a result. To some extent, these things are already happening, or nevertheless, further efforts are needed. So the answer would be here, nevertheless, which is the synonym of but, however, despite the fact that it's already happening. So nevertheless, further efforts are needed. So this little exercise is just an example for you to feel why these linking devices are extremely important. So we can use them not only in our essays or in writing, but also in speaking. Because my students, for example, often struggle with fluency because they often lack not only pronunciation or vocabulary or speaking skills, but also they cannot connect their sentences together. That's why they stumble and it's difficult for them to speak fluently. So that's why I think it's really important to try to use those linking devices not only in your writing, but also in your speaking. Of course, you need more practice. That's why in the description below the video, I've decided to write down some linking expressions which will give you the opportunity to practice more. So I encourage you to read the description below the video and to write down your own sentences using the linking devices which I've written down there. Just write down your sentences in the comments below the video. So I hope that this exercise was helpful for you, and make sure to subscribe to our channel if you haven't done this yet, and if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. I also encourage you to visit our website losangeles.com, and you can find out more about our courses because we have general English, business English, IELTS and TOEFL preparation. So have a nice one. Bye!